Hello there, Pokemon fans. Welcome to another PlaySkape Games video. And today, we're still doing Rebel Clash decks. We're so hyped. We've been playing tons and tons of PTCGO the past 24 hours since the cards went live. And we are going to show you the updated Zacian ADP deck. So, as you know, absolutely busted. It's done so well in tournaments recently. All relies around getting the turn 2 Altered Creation GX. So, you put down an energy turn 1, turn 2, you use Altered Creation, you're doing plus 30 damage, plus, and you're taking an extra prize card. Absolutely powerful. This one card is keeping a lot of single prize decks like anywhere near like the top of the meta at the moment. So this is very broken. If any card deserves a standard ban at the moment, it's probably ADP, I'm sorry to say. We use it alongside the lovely Zacian V from Sword and Shield, which I get a tin promo of soon. So busted Brave Blade, Intrepid Sword, it helps you set up. Absolutely amazing. So you all know probably a lot about Zacian ADP as well. There's only been a few changes from Rebel Clash. Biggest one is obviously the boss's orders. It gives us a more guaranteed version, a way to gust up people, so we don't need to rely on custom catches drawing those anymore. And we also use the Eldegoss to get the boss's orders back if we're forced to discard it early, because we play 2 to DNA GX to draw through our deck. So if we discard boss's orders early, it does not matter. We've got Eldegoss. It's an absolutely great card. We also play a 1-1 line of the new Galarian Berserker. So this is not new, but the Meowth has an ability where you discard 2 cards from your hand, and then you can just find your Berserker and you can evolve it. So I'm not sure how needed this is. It all depends on the meta. If we're coming up against a lot of Dragapult decks, we do not need the extra 20 damage, but in the mirror match, it might be handy against Pikachu, Zekrom, and all sorts of other stuff. So we'll have to see how that goes. And as with a lot of my decks, they're going to be always playing one copy of the Giratina from Unified Minds. Gets rid of special energies, speed energy, the new horror energy for Dragapult, and lots of Zacian ADP decks might still be running aurora energies. I don't know why, but Giratina's absolutely busted cards. You can search it off a quick ball. Only got retreat cost of 1, so it's not too bad if you start it. And we also run 4 Crushing Hammers, which disruption against, also extra disruption against Dragapult and the mirror match and stuff. So we're going to see how this deck goes in a couple of battles. So let's go. Yeah, we've got matching Pikachu outfits. I love it. Boo-earns. Yes, Hachi. How many packs have you got? I've got hundreds of packs in stock on my eBay store. I opened 140 packs for the YouTube channel for the Twitch stream yesterday, I think. Nice. I haven't got that many coins because I haven't been playing that much recently. I'm looking forward to spending the few coins that I do have, though, later on some more packs. I believe they go live at 6 PM GMT today, which is the 1st of May. Wow. Oh my god, we got this as well. So he's using the Appling to evolve into the stage 2 Flapple to try and do some extra spread damage, which is quite handy. So we need to get an energy on the. I'm going to switch into Jirachi. We're going to see what it's going to bring us before we overcommit. Not a lot. So Primate Wisdom away the. What we should have done is we should have no, because we're going to probably use that metal energy to attach to Zacian. So I think it's fine. Nope. So we're going to just set up the Zacian. Not going to be using Boss for a while. We can always Eldegoss it back later. Set up the Arceus. We're going to be using Professor's Research. It's a shame we're not going to be using Intrepid Sword, but it happens sometimes. I am going to put the Escape Ball in the Jirachi because it's extremely unlikely he's going to be able to do 70 damage turn 1. And we will pass. So Zacian ADP it's just got so many like different things it can do. Even if you don't end up getting like the ideal start, you can still end up attacking like with Zacian like quite easily by turn 2. It's just got so many like busted mechanics. So not a lot there from him. No supporter. He put an energy down on the Sableye, but that's as far as it went. So it's not looking good for him at the moment. He's happy I flipped Tails on Crushing Hammer though. Let's go Primate Wisdom. I probably want to save the Metal Sorcerer over this switch. Oh, great. I love it when you try and save something and then you just end up making it a whole ton worse. That is a real effing chat, that is. Okay, so we're gonna go... We're just gonna draw 7 because we need a desperately find our energy spin or a water energy. Perfect. Both! Wow. Thank you for the effing chats. It's nice to actually have other people do it for once instead of me. So, another Crushing Hammer. Yeah, it's not too bad. He needs to do a lot of damage before he gets anywhere near to knocking this out. So, we're going to not retreat just yet, because we need to remember the Stellar Wish first. And he's bricking quite hard, so Professor's Research seems optimal. Let's have a look. I think that's fine. We'll save the... There's no point using Acrobites unless you're in a desperate need to do something with them, because later on, if you get stamped, you'll be more than happy to have an Acrobite in your hand. Hence why we also didn't play the Energy Spinner, because that could be used later on to thin the deck out. So, here's Flapple. So that's going to be doing a lot of... It's going to be doing 30 damage with the Apple Drop. 20. It gets shuffled back into the deck. And we're doing 130 Crazy Claws. And, yeah, that's GG, unfortunately. So I think it just needs a little bit more refinement, Caden, but I think the idea of some kind of Roxy spread deck could be really powerful with Sableye V, because you're going to be hitting Dragapult for weakness, and you're going to be doing all sorts of other crazy shenanigans. So, yeah, we're going to have one more game on the ladder now. See if we can come up against Dragapult or something else. Thank you for the games, though. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I got my setup. It was very powerful. Screen's moved down slightly again. Yep. So this seems like a decent hand, but we're missing an energy and a way to get the ADP. So there's no point putting stuff on the bench, because they can gust them out. If you're going second, obviously. There's no way in standard that they can actually, I believe, shuffle your hand. They could reset stab you from 6 to 6, but that's very unlikely to happen. So, we've got our energy, but we desperately need to find a ADP. So, we didn't find ADP. We're in a bit of a sticky situation here. We are coming up against some kind of Sylvalai Darkness deck. So I imagine a lot more people are trying to make like their own rogue decks that are meant to be countering Dragapult. Be interesting to see what he's partnered the Silvally with. I wouldn't have a clue. 3 tails in a row and crushing hammers, always fun. We desperately want to get an energy down on an ADP, so let's have a look. I think we're just Marnie him down to 4 always seems good. Ah, that's not good. We're just going to be setting up this Pokemon, the Zacian, and passing probably. Extra crushing hammer. 0 for 4 on hammers. Put the second Jirachi down, put the energy here, and Treble Sword. Damn. I was hoping for another energy, because if I got another energy, then we can almost guarantee the turn 2 attack. So, this Saturday is when we are playing the Limitless Qualifier number 2, which is standard format, which is only up till Sword and Shield. But from next week onwards, or whenever, I believe it's next week, Limitless Qualifiers 3 and 4 is when we are playing with Rebel Clash cards. So I'm very excited to play that tournament. No closer to knowing what I'm going to play next, but I really, really want to get my VMAX Dragapults so I can play the Green's Exploration version and see how that goes. So I saw a Darkrai Umbreon tag team there. So the problem is with this, it only does 300 damage to Dragapult. It's still not one-shotting them. So you have to put maybe like a Vitality Band or something on it. Pokemon Catcher. Of course he flips heads. So let's have a think. Pokemon cannot play any trainer cards from their hand during the next turn. So if for some mad reason you can get 6 energies on it, you can knock out the Dragapult. So much damage. Right. Now's a good time to set up the Meowth. We might need it for this thing. Let's have a think. Crushing Hammer. 0 for 5. Seems good. Let's have a think. So, I'm going to be using Marnie regardless. Now's a good time to try and set up the ADP, I think. Fortunately, we got rid of one of those switches earlier, so I think we're probably going to die next turn. Are we actually going to go 0 for 6 on Crushing Hammers? Here we go, boys. Yeah! So, I'm going to probably get rid of this Silvally's energy just to make it super awkward. Energy Spinner, we got a Water. Got a Water energy for the ADP, which is absolutely wonderful. We can guarantee an extra energy with the Intrepid Sword on this. The only problem is with that, he only needs 1 more Darkness energy. But I think it's probably more likely than not. So I don't know if we want to waste our energy if this is going to die a painful death. This always goes here, obviously. This goes here in case we get Marnied. And we're just gonna hold off for now, because we might need the bench space. We did it, lads. Finally flipped heads on Crushing Hammer. Oh wow, this person has this really beautiful like Milotic deck box. I love that. Ah, he misclicked. Oh no, I feel so bad for him. He wanted to put it on the Silvally. I actually feel bad for him because I hate it because of this, like, the interface. It's really easy to misclick with this game. Edno Gaming. I am selling code cards. If you go to the PlaySkape Games eBay store, there you can see the image. If you look for my yellow image on eBay, just search for Rebel Clash codes, or just look for PlaySkape Games on eBay. You can buy a bundle of 36 codes for around £22, which is quite good value. It's very competitive compared to the other ones on eBay. So we're going to evolve up the Berserker, because why not? We switch back into this. Have we... Yes. Probably just going to end up going for... Oh, I'm so dumb. There's an Absol. Right. This is why it's a very tough thing, streaming and like trying to chat to people at the same time, and like trying to play the game well. Yeah, that's a big F in chat there. So I'm going to use Stellar Wish. Pray that we can find. Oh, if we get Energy Switch, we can still save it, actually. If we get Energy Switch, we're actually okay still. Or another switch. Yeah, or another switch, yeah. So we're always going to put the energy here, I think. There's no point. Yeah, we won't be able to use Order Creation anyway. Oh, energy always goes there. Do I want to save the boss's orders? Don't think so. I'll probably want to use this to dig for another card. So, use Oranguru for dig for more cards. So, although, if we put Oranguru down now, that means that we can't play the Dene next to find another switch for an energy switch. So, we're just going to use Professor's Research. Or we can just get everything. Why not? Treats. Don't like the fact this one's going to be dying soon, so we're going to set up a... Although, we won't have any bench space for our... I might just Metal Saucer to this one. Because there's no way this is dying. This doesn't die from anything next turn, the way this board is. Weavile GX. You can move Summit. He can move... He won't be able to move enough energies to it. So he can't even knock me out with that. So I think we are not going to be knocked out regardless next turn unless he uses boss's orders. So we're just going to Alter Creation. Try not to overextend at the moment. So I think more dark decks will be popping up at some point. There's so many powerful potential combos you can still do with dark, with Weavile, with the Sableye, Obstagoon. People say that Obstagoon's bad because VMAXs are around, but Obstagoon will still beat this ADP deck 60-70% of the time, even with boss's orders, because you're only bossing up something else on the bench. So you'll just bring it back in and just use Obstruct again. So a well-built Obstagoon deck probably can still have a good matchup against what is it called? Dragapult VMAX, because you can two-shot it quite easily. You're doing 180 damage over and over again. They can't one-shot you because I think the Obstagoon's got 160 HP. Sweet. So not much is happening. We are going to set up two Zacians. Do you know what? If we get Metal Saucer, we don't even need to use Ultimate Ray. Oh, but the Absol's there. Yeah, there's no point doing that. Just put that there, put that there. I don't think you ever need to bench a second Jirachi in any matchup. It just kind of fills the bench space out of it. So now we pretty much perfectly set up for the rest of the game. 1, 2, 3. If I had another energy in hand, I would have been tempted to have split the two energies across, but then that would make the other one quite vulnerable. So we just stick it down there as sort of like a backup. Theoretically, we could have also put an energy on Jirachi, but I really didn't want to risk it because we could have used Slap to do 50 damage to knock out the Cervelo. Super Scoop Up. You know what? I'm not against that card in the current meta. A lot of my greens lists are going to be playing like mixed herbs and more copies of Mallow and Lana. So yeah, look, you just Mallow and Lana the Silver Allies. So I think it's a good thing to be able to just be able to use an item card that can just pick your card up. Acerola would see so much play in this meta. I would have loved to have used the Super Scoop Up on the bench station. Would have absolutely loved to have done that. Oh my god. He's not even two-shotting me, he's three-shotting me. What is going on here? I'm not going to waste these Dedenes because there's no point. I'm just going to switch into this. Take some prizes. Do I even bother switching? Oh, and then I can still use that to attack later if I need to. Yeah, I want to get rid of this Cervelo. I should be doing a lot of damage because of 280 damage because of the Berserker as well. It's unnecessary in this matchup, but I can still probably one-shot the Darkrai and Umbreon tag team if I need to, and if they play it, the Mega Sableye and Tranitar. So, Zacian ADP's matchup against Dragapult. If you play 4 Crushing Hammers and the Giratina, you should be 50-50. It shouldn't be the worst matchup. You should still be in a decent position to win that. Against Toxtricity, I would imagine Zacian... If you're running Frying Pans, it makes it a lot harder for the Toxtricity to one-shot you, but they got Electro Powers anyway. I think that might be closer to 50-50, but obviously you're going to be a much more consistent deck than Toxtricity because they're running Stage 1s and no Jirachis in most of the builds, so we'll have to see how that goes. So I would say Zacian ADP is probably the strongest deck currently of the Rebel Clash format, but it all depends on what people do with their Dragapults. I've only seen like very sort of linear lists so far. We need an energy. We're going to be doing enough damage to knock this thing out. Unfortunately, we can't put 2 escape boards on this Jirachi. That would be broken. We are in a little bit of a pickle here, actually. We can Jirachi and find another switch. We can't because we used up all our switches. So we need to Jirachi into an energy spinner so we can manually retreat. Take the KO. Because yeah, we couldn't have retreated off this one either because there's only got 1 energy on it. We'd split the energies up, but then yeah, we wouldn't have had enough energies to attack with this one. There's only 1 metal in the disc in the prize. 1 metal. Oh, okay, so we can quick ball for the Dene. It's not over just yet. Not sure where this board needs to go. I will stick it here. It really matters too much. Just stick it on the other Jirachi, why not? And we will quick ball and pray we can find. The other switch is prize, so we need to draw into our energy or energy spinner or energy switch. So we got loads and loads of outs. So many outs, so many outs. Just to make sure the maths is correct, I'm not going mad. ADPZ GX plus 30, plus an extra 20 damage. This thing has not got a metal resistance. GG, well played. And yes, that was the first two battles. They were a bit one-sided because that deck's quite new, but against this Dark Box deck, just completely swept over it. There's not really much you can do with that. So yes, we're going to have a quick look at the list again, just to see what it looks like. So yeah, this seems very consistent at the moment still. We've got so many outs to drawing cards. It all depends what the meta's like. If we expect mills still to be popular, we can put Resource Management or Unguru back in the deck. We can also put in Fiona, maybe one or two copies of Great Catcher just for knocking out Denays to take the last 3 prizes. So I think this list is quite a solid starting place at the moment. I might want Metal Frying Pan back for the mirror match, but I'm not 100% sure at the moment. But I think 4 Crushing Hammers are probably here to stay for the moment, just because of how popular Dragapult's going to be, and also the mirror match, so you can get rid of that Tone 1 energy. This is huge against Horror Energy and Speed Energy, so that needs to stay as well. But yeah, so this is the Zacian ADP deck updated for Rebel Clash format. Let me know what you think. Do you think the deck needs some stadiums, if there can be space for them? What else do you think the deck needs? So remember, please hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments below what you thought of the video and the deck. And I'll see you very soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch them all. Thank you very much for watching this video. Remember, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away this stunning Blastoise and Piplup GX Rainbow Rare cards. So yes, one of you can be winning this card. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and once we hit 1K, we'll be giving this beautiful card away. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Gotta catch them all.